Hello guys, welcome back. Today's video is a very exciting one. Actually, all my videos are very exciting, at least for me, they are very exciting. But today's one is based on 5 things that you should look out for whenever you want to buy a used car. So I only have experience with used cars. I've never bought a brand new car. All the cars that I've driven in my life have all been used. So I can say that I do have quite enough amount of experience to share in terms of when you have to buy a second-hand car. So the first thing that you have to look for when you have to buy a second car is the dealership. And the reason I said this is because in South Africa, we have certain dealerships that are out there just to make money. Most of them don't even have any of our best interests at heart. They are all out there to make money. And actually, that's what the world is all about. Everybody's out there to make money. So you need to make sure that you go to a reputable dealership. There's quite a few of them in South Africa. So you do your research, find which one you like the most. And by then, it has to be a reputable dealership. Number 2, this is actually one of the most important things. If you are a first-time car buyer, this is your first car, you decide that you're going to buy a second-hand, because we all know that when you buy a brand new car, it will depreciate by like 20% the moment you drive it out of the dealership. So you decide, it's my first car, I'm gonna go for a second-hand one. So the most important thing you have to do is take someone who knows about cars. If you have to hire a mechanic, hire one. You'd rather pay 500 Rand and take that person to go and inspect that car and make sure that you buy a car that is not going to give you problems. So you'd rather spend 500 Rand to hire a mechanic so that they can go help you inspect the car. Or if you have an uncle who knows about cars, take them with you. I remember with my first car, I went with my dad. My dad knows about cars, and he was able to even pick up some mistake from one of the cars that I was about to go for. He could pick up that there was something wrong with the engine. So imagine if I went by myself, I would have bought something that was gonna cost me so much. So take somebody who knows about cars to inspect the car for you. Number 3, before you just decide that you wanna go buy a second-hand car, do your research in terms of the specific car that you wanna go for. If you have a specific car that you wanna go for, make sure that you do the research to know exactly what is the price for a brand new one compared to a second-hand one. Because like some dealerships are just out there selling second-hand cars at a very high price. Like for example, we all know we buy cars, buy cars and then they sell it. You do find dealerships that will go buy cars from We Buy Cars on auction, and then they resell them at a much higher price. So just make sure that you know the prices of a new car versus the old one that you want to go for. Because sometimes you'd find, especially for new models, like for example, if you have to go for a 2022 Toyota whatever, a 2022 brand new one and a 2022 used one, this price difference might just be like a slight amount that that you probably would not mind spending. So you just want to make sure that you've done your research, you know how much does a new one cost versus a second-hand one, and will you really benefit by buying a second-hand one at that price or not? So do your investigation, find out the differences in terms of the prices. And number 3, you need to ask questions. And this is why you have to take an experienced person with you, either a mechanic or your uncle who knows about cars. Take them with you. Make sure that you ask questions. Ask about the previous owner. Was there any accident done in the car? They might lie to you. Like, let's be honest, they might not disclose all the information to you, but by law, these dealerships are required to disclose everything, and most of them don't. They just give you a DECRA report that sometimes will just tell you there's oil leaking, but they don't even tell you to what extent is that oil leaking. So you just need to make sure that you take somebody who's experienced, that you can ask all those questions, and make sure that you know exactly what you are buying, because you don't want to be buying a problem. You know exactly what you are buying. Okay, and then the last point, this will be number 5. Make sure that you read the document that they make you sign. This is if you are buying the car through financing. You need to make sure you read each and every clause on that document and understand it. These salespeople just want to make money. So they'll just once they'll tell you whichever bank has approved you, you can come sign the document. The only thing you can come sign the document. What they'll do is they'll just show you sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here, without you having to go through the document. So you must ask them to give you time. You have to take that document home with you and read to make sure exactly what are you signing for, because hey, there's just so many hidden stuff into that into those documents. Little did I know, when I got my second car, I bought it second hand as well at We Buy Cars. I did not know that they sold me a warranty that I'm never ever going to use in my life. And this warranty, the worst part is, this warranty was sold under my it was sold with the price of this warranty was included in the main price of the car. So which means when the bank financed the car, the bank financed this warranty as well. And mind you, I've never used that warranty, so I paid I paid a lot of interest on that money, on that warranty that I never even used. So if you really want a warranty, I would advise, don't take it from the dealership. At least get it after you've bought your car, because when it gets financed under your when it gets financed by the bank, you'd find that you never use it, because chances are you're hardly ever going to use that warranty. The things that warranty covers are things that you might not even need to use ever, because they'll tell you the warranty will only cover you for this certain amount of mileage. But then you go past that amount of mileage without having the problem. Once you've gone past that amount, they won't cover it anymore. So why do you want to buy it? So chances are very low. Chances are very high that you will not use that warranty. So don't get it. Don't have it included into your principal amount. And also when it comes to change of ownership, try to find out if they can allow you to pay that cash. To pay cash when you have to do change of ownership. Because with my car, the car that I wanted, I planned to buy, the car was 165,000. But after signing all my documents, when I took the document home, 3 months later, I decided to read them, I realized that the money that the bank paid was 185,000. So from 160 to 185, where did that money come from? It was all the extra stuff that we added into my contract, into my agreement without me even knowing. So make sure you read that document. Take it home with you if you have to, but take it home with you if you have to. So that is it. Top 5 things that you should do before you go buy a used car. I hope this video helps you in making sure that you don't make the same mistakes that I've made. So thank you so much for watching. If you know anybody that might benefit from this, tell them about it, like and share, and most importantly, please subscribe and leave some comments.